So after you have set your proxy, you have changed your time and everything, so you come to that your Vivaldi browser, just type pureprofile.com. It's going to show up like this. Make sure that the country that you are using is showing up here. I'm not using Australia. The IP address I'm using is UK. That's the reason why you see UK here. Make sure that the IP address that you are using is showing up here. Then you put in your email. Then if you are using UK, you are going to need UK number. Even though if you are using Australia, if Australia is not requesting for number before you register, if you want to withdraw, you will still need it. So you need to buy number. You need to buy number, either UK number or this thing. If you want to buy, just tell me, I'll get it for you. So I already have my UK number here. I'll just put it. Then you put your password, the password that you want to use. Confirm it again. Then I'm not a robot. Box. Verify. Then you scroll down to click on this box. Then you click on sign me in. So they are going to send you email this thing. Just go there. So this is the email. Just open it. So don't click on confirm. If you open it through Chrome, your IP might be, just long press it, just hold it, then you copy this URL, you go to your Vivaldi browser, open another tab, click on this plus sign to open another tab, then paste the link there, then you search for it. So let it load. So you can see successful. Then you just click on continue. Because if you open it through your Chrome browser, this thing will get exposed. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So once you are done like that, so it will take you here. Then you click on next. Then you start your survey. Just watch the video, the first video I just dropped. So see what they ask you. What is your first name? Put your name. Then click on next. This is just like a profile, like you want to create your profile. Then what is your last name? Then you next. Then you choose your gender. Don't forget the date has to be within 30 years to 35 years. So but your month and your date can be the same. But if your date of birth is not up to 30 years or 50 years or 35 years, you have to adjust it. So I'll just choose 1995 here. That is, 1993. that would be 33 years. Note that is what you are going to be using, and I told you to write your zip code. So my own zip code is, so you should have write it down somewhere. So I'll write my own 1U. Then you click on next. Then you are going to select, I'll go with the first one. Make sure you remember the one you pick. So I'll go with the first one, then I'll click on next. So make sure you click on married. Do you have child? Yes. 2 kid. Do you have any children under 18? Yes. How many children under 18 do you have? I have 2. What is the date of birth? So you put their date of birth. So once you put their date of birth, I don't forget to say I pause the video. So just follow the remaining video I drop. So that's just it. It's very simple.